With your Department of Efficiency, how far back do you think we're going to have to go in order to right the wrongs that are in this country?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's certainly a lot of work for a Department of Government Efficiency. And there will be immense opposition, obviously, to making the government more efficient from entrenched interests that currently benefit from sucking away vast amounts of taxpayer money. They will not like the fact that they're not getting it anymore. They will fight tooth and nail. So, but it's got to be done. And like I said, we're going to aim to reduce government spending, get government out of people's lives as much as possible, and restore freedom and liberty.
That's not acceptable. We are going to fight it. Legislatively, we are going to fight it in the courts, and we're going to fight it in the streets.
We're here today to shine a light on a crime that is unfolding before our eyes and support our tremendous U.S. civil servants at USAID. President Trump directed his corrupt billionaire friend, Elon Musk, to ransack a critical agency of the U.S. government.
Elon Musk, you didn't create U.S. aid. The United States Congress did for the American people. I've heard some murmurings in support of this outrageous, scandalous, illegal maneuver that they just need some time to do some studies for evaluations.
AID is there. It is the lead development agency in the world. And no one elected Elon Musk to dismantle it. We are going to fight in every way we can. In the courts, in public opinion, with the bully pulpit, in the halls of Congress, and here at AID itself.
We get to decide. We have the power of the purse. We get to decide where money is allocated, and it's the executive's power to make sure that that money gets to where it needs to get. And a billionaire that hasn't been vetted, has not gone through confirmation, has not been elected by the American people, who we still do not understand what in the world he's doing, should not be telling American employees that they cannot access the building they work at. And we don't know who put him in charge.
To all the employees at USAID, thank you, thank you, thank you. You keep America safe, and you help people all around the world. And I want to apologize. I want to say I'm sorry that you have to put up with this offensive bullshit coming out of this White House.
And Elon, if you want to run AID, get nominated by Trump and go to the Senate, and good luck in getting confirmed.
Been a lot of pearl clutching over the last several days from my colleagues across the aisle on Donald Trump, Secretary Rubio, the Department of Government Efficiency's plan to reorganize the U.S. Agency for International Development, or as we all now know, USAID. They're screaming about Elon Musk over there, but hey, George Soros and his boy are okay.
My Democrat colleagues are reacting with manufactured outrage over Elon Musk and the DOGE team going in and cleaning up the federal government. They're saying the American people did not vote for this, but I would like to correct that record. On July 13th, when President Trump was shot in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Take a look at what happened.
Elon Musk got behind President Trump and he endorsed him. And then on August 19th of 2024, this is before the election, Elon Musk posted on his own account, "I am willing to serve," and that right there says DOGE. This was not something that was created after the election. It is no surprise to the American people.
When I looked it up, apparently there's like 428 federal agencies. That's like almost 2 per. Yes, indeed, unconstitutional. So, like, what the hell do you need 428 agencies for? Like, why do you even need 100? This is crazy. So, you know, they're currently making new agencies at a rate of 2 per year. And every one of them is chipping away at your freedom. So it's essential for us to unwind that process and restore your personal freedom. And with that will come great prosperity and personal happiness, I believe.
As a matter of fact, the Department of Government Efficiency was a key part of President Trump's campaign, and President Trump campaigned over and over again on DOGE and Elon Musk helping him.
Elon Musk, he saved free speech. He created so many different great things. Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA. Well, the energy in this room is incredible. What a great group of people.
As a matter of fact, right here on Rolling Stones, which is very far left, by the way, Trump says he would give Elon Musk a top role in his administration. Again, this was on August 20th, 2024, well before the election. This was no surprise to the American people. The American people love DOGE so much. They love the concept of saving the federal government, saving Americans, and putting America first, cutting the waste and the spending, cutting down the size of the federal government. They love it so much, they voted for President Trump and elected him with an overwhelming victory. He won the popular vote, 312 electoral college votes.
I don't know if you've been watching, but we got rid of woke over the last 2 weeks. Woke is gonzo. Despite the other side stealing hundreds of millions of dollars to promote woke. Did you see what happened yesterday where they found hundreds of millions of dollars of money was fraudulently given to newspapers and, I guess, Politico? I don't know, they're here. Good, I hope you're enjoying your breakfast. No, they gave money to all this out of U.S. aid, right? U.S. AID. It came out, hundreds of just tremendous amounts of money, had nothing to do with anything. This is a terrible thing that was experienced, but we're catching them left and right. We're catching them. We're catching them to a point where they don't know what the heck is going on. They can't believe they're getting caught. And I have great respect for the people that are doing it. Elon Musk is helping us on it. And he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at it. But the numbers are astounding. They're astounding. Even Doug was shaken up by what he heard. Do you believe that, Doug, what you've been reading? It's just very dishonest stuff.
Elon Musk is a once-in-a-generation business leader. He is an entrepreneur. He serves as a great ally and a friend to the president. And I think Elon Musk also has a little bit of common sense. And I think the American people really appreciate that when it comes to the federal government, because it seems like all common sense has been lost in this city. And that's what you see when you look at USAID. I know Secretary Rubio made some comments about how he will be acting as the director over that agency. And here's the reason why Elon Musk and others have been taking a look, because if you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government. Thank you, guys.
The Agency for International Development, which had a budget of over $40 billion in fiscal year 2023, $1.5 million to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities, $2.5 million for electric vehicles in Vietnam, $2 million for sex changes and LGBT activism in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a nonprofit linked to designated terror organizations, even after an inspector general launched an investigation.
This is a press release from the White House at USAID. Waste and abuse runs deep, and just some examples: $2.5 million for electric vehicles in Vietnam, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for transgender comic books in Peru, $2 million for sex changes and LGBT activism in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt. And these are just some of the many, many examples, and I would like to submit that to the record.
$7 trillion in annual spending, 400 agencies and sub-agencies, 1,000 boards and commissions. I think anyone, maybe even the people on the other side of the aisle, I think anyone would say, almost everyone would say, that's too big. And when you have big government, does big government have a tendency to spend taxpayer money on stupid things? $32,000 for a transgender comic in Peru, $16 million in gender development offices. You're spending money on stuff like that. You just kind of hope that people probably don't notice that. Is that probably fair to say? That's kind of human nature, I would think.
Well, that's part of the problem, is that the taxpayers don't know exactly how the money is being spent because there is not the transparency that, for example, Iowa, Ohio, Arizona, and other states have. And you should be able to push a button and find out how your tax dollars are being.
And so it's understandable why everyone on the left, all the proponents of big government, all the supporters of big government, all the people getting the taxpayer money from big government, it's understandable why they are attacking Elon Musk, because he's pointing out the stupid things that government spends money on. Now it's being reported that there's something even maybe worse going on. It's been reported today that media outlets were paid millions of dollars by USAID. Now, the media outlets are saying this is for subscriptions to their publication, but I find that interesting. And one of the particulars that's pointed out, the FDA paid Politico $517,000 for 37 subscriptions. But I find that interesting, particularly $517,000 for 37 subscriptions when it's the press, the government paying the press. Does that in some way maybe jeopardize what the press, the free press that we're supposed to have in our great country? I do think this is amazing. The guy who's pointing out the stupid things the government spends money on, that's who gets attacked, versus no, let's fix the stupid things and not spend money on them. I just don't get that. And I think the American people have common sense, and that's how they look at it. My guess is, I know lots of good people in Iowa, they have lots of common sense. That's probably how they look at it.
Would you want to make tax cuts too? For example, the American Revolution was started over a 2% tax on imports.
Yeah.
How low would you want to go as far as cutting taxes?
Yeah, it's pretty wild that a tiny tax on tea started the revolution. And now we get the living daylights tax out of us, and nobody does not know revolution. I mean, you get taxed on what you own, you get taxed on what you buy, and you get taxed on what you own. And it's like, okay, this is taxes, 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 and and then what does it get spent on? A bunch of the stuff it gets spent on you don't even agree with. So that's why we need to reduce the size of government and just spend less money, and let the people keep a lot more of their hard-earned money. Yeah.
You've been I've looked up to you since I was 8 years old, and I'm 19 now, so that's obviously a significant amount of time. And
well, thanks.
And I don't know, with everything you've done, you were against lockdowns, you've endorsed Donald Trump, you're trying to protect the American Constitution. You've proven to me that I chose the right childhood hero, and I just want to say thank you for that.
Well, it's kind of you to say. Thank you, sir.